Couple of days ago we did a video right here on Edgar TV where we looked at players who are going to be losing ranking money. Go check that one out if you haven't seen it yet. But it's not all about the doom and gloom. The second biggest ranking event in the world of darts does bring with it the opportunity to progress in the rankings. There's a lot of players playing in this event who 2 years ago didn't, which means there's an opportunity for them to gain ranking money just by being in the event. Obviously, wins and runs will help them out in regards to getting to those milestones, top 32, top 16, top 4, etc. And there's players all over the ranking here that are going to be gaining a lot, certainly around that top 32 position. And we're going to pick them out. Let's start off with Menses. He's defending nothing. Wasn't in this event a couple of years ago. Comes into the event as a world number 34. It looks like he's going to come out of it at least the world number 33. If he wants to go and get himself towards the top 32 or break the top 32, because the players that are in the event around that sort of position are here, they've got an opportunity to defend and add money and different bits to their prize pot. So Menses is going to need a minimum quarter final to get himself into the top 32. I think if he's going to get in the top 32 here, he needs a semi-final is my prediction. And he's got a tough start here against Danny Noppert. That is a very sort of 50-50 game, and we know that Menses' form on the telly's not been so good, so you'd lean towards Danny Noppert. If you do want to know my predictions as well, guys, just hit that subscribe. All my predictions for the World Match Play are going to be coming this week, and we're going to be live streaming before virtually every session in the evenings to give out predictions, stats, and everything you need to know. So make sure you subscribe and get your notifications on for those. Jermaine van Veen still not defending anything when it comes to these big events. Now up to the world number 22. Will jump Michael Smith, relegating Michael Smith a little bit further down the rankings and closing in towards the top 16. It looks like that's where Jermaine van Veen is probably going to go, but I don't think he's going to be adding much more than £10,000 to his ranking here. He's going up against Luke Humphries in the opening game. And you've got to suggest that Luke are probably on a collision course for the final, as you'd suggest for virtually all the events, especially with these extended formats. Over the longer format, the better player will come through. The World Match Play opening rounds first to 10. So I think Luke Humphries comes through this quite comfortably, to be perfectly honest. Jermaine played in these events before. World number 30 now, getting his form back. I don't think he's going to move, to be honest. Without a run, I think a lot of people aren't going to move too much in regards to being around this top sort of 32 position. I do think he's got a good draw, though, here in Peter Wright. I think Jermaine is probably going to be favourite in regards to that one, but I don't see much wiggle room without on a deep run, and I don't think that's going to happen at the match play. Vessel Nijman asked me 6 months ago, asked me 8 months ago what I thought here. I thought Vessel Nijman would go on a deep, deep run. The world number 42 will be going up 2 positions up to the world number 40 position, but needs to win if he wants to go higher. And he's got a tough draw here. He's playing Nathan Aspinall, the man who's defending the £200,000 prize pot from 2 years ago. I think this is a tough ask for Vessel. The form's not been there in recent times, but that's not what this video's about. This isn't predictions. This video's about the positives. A minimum £10,000 going on Vessel Nijman's order of merit. He's going to continue the climb towards the top 32. The top 32 is where Luke Woodhouse is right now. He's just inside number 31. He's going to need wins if he's going to move higher up the rankings. He's got a tough assignment here against a legend of the sport, a man I hit a 170 finish to beat, Gary Anderson. But I think this is more for Luke Woodhouse about confirming his position in the top 32 rather than looking how high can he go up the rankings. I think this is more solidify for Woodhouse, and I think he'll do that. A good position, and I think he's got a good opportunity of getting the win here. Predictions video in regards to that. Here's something I didn't think I'd say. Ryan Joyce closing on the top 16. He's not defending much money. He's not got a lot to come off. He's now the world number 26. And when you look at the prize money coming off the people above him, he only needs one good run on the TV, whether that's the World Match Play or the Grand Prix or something else coming up in the near future. One good run for Ryan Joyce and he could break the top 16. He's a dangerous player. Maybe quite ain't got the respect he deserves going up against Stephen Bunting here. The odds suggest Bunting's a big favourite. But that's probably coming off the back of things like the World Series events. But keep your eye on Ryan Joyce. He could be one that breaks the top 16 by the start of 2026. But you didn't see that. But when you look at the breakdown, certainly it's there. Luke Littler is still defending nothing. when it comes to events like the match play. Is he going to close the gap on Luke Humphries? No. We've got to wait till Luke Humphries is defending the big prize money at the end of the year, the World Championships. That's when Luke Littler's likely to go into world number 1 going into 2026. Even winning this event, £200,000, it's going to close the gap a little bit, but he's not going to overtake Luke Humphries. He's going to have to wait till the new year, and he's going to have to hope Luke Humphries doesn't win that World Championship. If that's the case, Luke Littler, as long as he has a decent World Championship and doesn't lose too much himself, he's going to be in a good position to take that world number 1 spot. But as things stand, can't take it in regards to the match play. They're the players that are going to be going up and moving around. A couple of little cool, interesting facts for you. A couple of years ago, Michael Smith was the number 1 seed for this event. Now he's not in it. And 2 years ago, the number 1 and 2 seed on the Players' Championship, the 1-year rolling system, was Josh Rock and Martin Schindler. The number 1 and 2 seed, or the number 1 and 2 qualified player on the Players' Championship this year is Martin Schindler and Josh Rock, which just shows how strong they have been as the top performing players outside of the world's top 16 for the last couple of years. A couple of interesting bits of information for you there. If you want more interesting information, you know what to do. Just hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you soon for my prediction video right here on Edgar TV.